26th time. Be me 2018. In a mall shopping. Have to take a shit. Pop a squat. Bored out of my mind. Can't shit. Come on get out. HNNNNG. Rabbit turd. Gonna be here a while. Pull out model 69. Happy I have a toilet gun. Me and my baby. Checking for anything wrong with her. She's fucking perfect. Bowel movement finally. Brown snake in a toilet. Clean self up. Legs are asleep trying to get off toilet. Struggle. Grab cripple assistant spar to help me up. Boom. Fucking ND into the restroom toilet. People screaming. Get my fucking pants on and run out the bathroom with others. Pretend I know nothing and act scared with all the other folk that I heard gunshot. Go home. PTSD of embarrassment has caused me to get a tic every time I remember incident. 27th time. Basic training, finished urban training with blanks. Clear rifle in front of DS. Begin 12 meters ruck back to the base. Bored as shit for 3 hours. Constantly switch selector back and forth between safe and fire. Even put pressure on trigger a lot, bringing it to the edge of the break, but never firing it. Get to the base, everyone is online and PT is ready for inspection before lights out. I clear my rifle before DS walks in and see brass fly out. Bunkmate sees it too, he holds my rifle as I make a dead sprint to the latrine to throw the blank away. Get back online as DS walks in. 28th time. Be me. Get cheap laser sight and flashlight off a range boomer. Probably shit tier Chinese trash but free. Install it. Spend afternoon zeroing my sights on my R. Eat a dinner. Go back outside in the dark realizing I never zeroed the laser sights. Laser looks fucking awesome at night. Far as the eye can see a full stobie goes across my yard. Point it into the field to see how far it goes. ND into account. 29th time. Be me. Chilling out in dorm. Practicing my slide on my pistol. Pulling slide back and letting it go real quick. Watching bullets eject is fun. I wonder if I can slide it while the trigger is pulled. Without even thinking, just pull the trigger. ND into my oil heater. Immediately throw gun across the room into my clothes basket. Half an hour goes past, nobody has come to my room. Lucky I got away with it. 30th time. Begin M9 cleaning process. Trigger is stuck for some reason. And why won't the trigger move? Squeeze it really hard. Nothing happens. Stare at M9 like retard for 15 seconds. Oh, the safety. Click safety off. Blam. 31st time. Black powder season. Been out all weekend. Last day. About to leave empty-handed. Rained off and on. Using my uncle's gun. Tells me to pop it into the ground so he can clean it when we get back. Click. Turn to my uncle. Hey Roy, bang. Fire a round right next to his foot. Moisture fucked up the cap and it's secondhand fired. 32nd time. Walking in back pasture with buddy. I have my 50s Winchester 94, he is borrowing my old Neff single 20. Looking for hogs, or anything moving really, but get bored and start shooting bottles and anything else we can target. I just shot, ran the action, and loaded a new round. Dropping the hammer to half cock so we can continue walking, my thumb slips off the hammer. It fires into the dirt less than 2 feet in front of my buddy, he is showered in dirt clods. 33rd time. Be me. Had just gotten my first gun from my dad. It was a Marlin .22, got a box of ammo too. Play around with it in my room. Loading the mag, cycling the action and watching the rounds fly out. Older brother gets home from work. Hey, check out my new gun. Shoot his lunchbox out of his hand. Ninth time. Be me, Lance Corporal, 2111 Small Arms Repair, USMC Reserves. 1. Officers go to range for pistol qualifications. I'm the armorer on deck. Officers lined up at firing line listening to course of fire. Dark green skipper promptly shoots ground at his feet. I have to give him another round. Dickhead should have had that round count against his score. 2. Roll into the armory one day and everyone is oddly quiet. Smell burnt powder. People are rubbing their ears. See chipped concrete floor. Armorers carry loaded M9s and Sarge fucking popped one inside the armory. That information never left the armory, so no one got in trouble. 10th time. Cold as fuck, like 3 degrees outside. New BP pistol I got myself for my birthday. Have thick wool gloves on. Cock the gun. Fire down range. Woo, it smells like barbecue. Cock the hammer while tilting revolver back to clear the previous cap that got jammed. Gloves plus fingers equals that shit fired. Put a .44 caliber hole through the top of the shed we were under. Feel retarded. 11th time. In training. It's Wales. I hate Wales. It's raining. Again. Day 4 of a 7-day exercise. Settling into an admin routine after conducting a night raid, we're all piss-wrapped and tired. Taking my boots off and my shell scrape to change socks to prevent that sweet trench foot. Girl 1 scrape over his stripping weapon to clean. Battle buddy is looking visibly concerned at her. Hey, aren't you supposed to take off the mag? Naughty Dennis makes an appearance. Not expecting the ND, so I jump forward knocking over my mess tin and stick my foot in the dragon fuel heating the water scalding the sole of my foot. Deathly silence and that sinking oh shit feeling sinks in. It's still raining. I fucking hate Wales. 15th time. Spent all day cleaning and removing an engine from an exhaust fan in my kitchen. Finished tired and angry at 1 a.m. Hop in my bed cause I had class at 8 a.m. Then out of nowhere my dog starts loosing his shit and goes to my deck. I grab my shotty with 4 in the tube and open my deck door. I proceed to rack my welfare classic Maverick 88 with one hand thinking I was a badass scaring off the bad guys. Whatever that was there ran off and I walk back and thinking I protected my castle. I proceed to walk into my kitchen to quench the thirst of the king. I point my scepter at the cabinet and dry fire. Boom, all that fine china, gone in a flash. I was so tired that I forgot to check the chamber. I proceeded to feel like a retard for the next couple months and still get shit for it to this day. Don't be me, be smart and practice common sense. 16th time. Be drinking White Claws. Get a good buzz going. Decide to play with Ruger Vaquero. Forget I had it loaded with Radshot. Accidentally pepper TV screen with tons of pellets. 17th time. Buy a pistol with the hammer exposed. Thought if the hammer is down I don't need to keep it on safety. Show it to my bro. He points it at wall facing mom's side. He pulls the trigger. The hammer moves by itself from his retard strength. Gun goes off. 18th time. Typing list of NDs. Move hand from keyboard to mouse to hit post. Hand grabs pistol on desk. Shoot a 9x18 into wall. 23rd time. Be me college kid lives at home. On Zoom call dry firing my new Glock 17 with no magazines because high cap mags didn't come with. Mic muted video off. Remember I have one spare 9mm round. Drop it in the chamber aim down sight stake it out. Rinse and repeat. Drop it in the chamber close the slide set the gun down. Answer question asked of me on Zoom class. Mute mic pick up Glock continue dry fire practice. Bang. First shot of the gun was ND through my desk frame into the wood trimming of my room. Ears ringing. Open the door to my room and my brother just looks at me and calls me a fucking idiot. Start laughing and explain to him how retarded I was and to never tell anyone ever LMAO. He tells me and sounded like a large textbook hitting the ground. To this day none of my friends know. I now have 2 19-round Glock mags and 3 10-rounders. Keep my Glock loaded 90% of the time. Chalk up the ND to a one-off and triple check every time I dry fire practice. 24th time. Walk into motorcycle dealership and inform the staff that I am carrying, concealed. Strike up conversation with parts counter guy and once again inform him that I am carrying, concealed. Wanted to show him how easy I can field strip my Glock 19. Pull out gun, rack slide, Drop mag, and pull trigger to disassemble. Round goes off and buries into wooden table in middle of store. 25th time. Hanging out having a few drinks, decide to watch Sicario 2 again. Get to the part where Benicio straight murders the guy in the street. In like a much less svelte version of him, Portuguese/Italian with a little Malta thrown in. Usually unload my firearms when libations are present, but I had some weirdo FedEx guy give the stink eye earlier. Yeah pal, let me see some ID, you're on my fucking property. Go to recreate the bonfire scene and AD 4 times in a row. 39th time. Sighting in the scope on a friend's muzzle loader. My friend just got done cleaning it and loaded it in his car. He never told me that he put a primer in it. I thought he just put the powder and bullet in it. I try out the trigger again because I forgot how it felt. Put a 50 calories hole through his passenger door. 40th time. See new shotgun laying on brother's bed. Rack it. Oh, that's pretty smooth. Think it's unloaded because no matter how many times I rack it, nothing ejects. Aim at window. Pull trigger. 12 gauge boom. 41st time. Be a non-stepdad. Drink heavily while cleaning guns. Feel primal urge to pull trigger. ND into hand. Steps unposed me on /K/. 42nd time. Be me, a retard. Pointing double action revolver at wall. Unconsciously put pressure on trigger. New hole in dry wall. 43rd time. Be shooting 380. Man, I really gotta sneeze. Violently sneeze. While doing so I ND my 380 into my foot. Lose my pinky toe. At least my no speed limit sign tattoo is alright. Overall you shouldn't feel too bad about NDs. If you haven't ND'd lately, you haven't been handling your guns enough. It's part of owning guns, and you should get used to them. Drank perhaps one too many Four Locos and am bored, so you guys get to hear a story, and maybe you can help me figure out WTF was going on. Not particularly freaky or involving skinwalkers, I don't think, mostly just weird, and pretty long in the scheme of green texts. Here goes. Be me, early 20s, mid 2010s. I think 2015 or 2016. Live in a decent but boring town, the sort of town where kids don't have anything to do except skip school, dick around in the wilderness, get high, or vandalize shit. Typically some combination thereof. Work part-time at Walmart. Actually make half-decent money for a single dude living with his parents. One night I don't have to work until like 12 the next day, so I'm staying up. Spent most of the night till now downloading shitty.wads for Doom 2. Get bored of that and launch Earth. Looking for standard shit. Mines, caves, craters, abandoned buildings, the like. Something catches my attention. A lake. Not one that appeared very spoopily out of nowhere, just one I hadn't noticed before. It's pretty small, but also only 1.5 miles or so as the crow flies, maybe 5 on the dirt roads. Seemingly has no name. Get pretty excited about the idea of a smallish isolated lake surrounded by trees. Most of the surrounding area is scrub, rock, and bush. Also realize it's on the small reservation that this small town borders. Neither know nor care what tribe lived on it. Uthirabiskinwalkers.jpg. Be me. 74D with cab because I deployed with infantry unit that told us to lock up all the CBRN gear and pretend we're infantry for the duration. Finish deployment and spend another year with my infantry buddies. PT is chill as fuck. Duties are chill as fuck. Work out with grunt buddies regularly. Get off at a regular time most days. Lower enlisted fuck about but get shit done regardless. End up in CBRN unit as an E6. Oh boy, I can't wait to do CBRN stuff, which is super fun. Every fucking PT session is try hard shit. Constantly drilling on CBRN stuff to the point that it's no longer fun. When we're drilling on non-CBRN stuff it's even worse. Constantly held until late evening. Everyone is trying to prove themselves. fellow NCOs are all passive-aggressive cunts because they wish they hadn't spent the entire duration of their career sitting in Korea and missed out on a combat deployment. Every single fucker underneath me is trying to drive me to suicide from sleep deprivation. Have to endure being called Sergeant Daddy behind my back by Zoomer sluts who keep trying to seduce me when I'm off. I'm happily married, stop trying to seduce me. I don't want to be woken up at 3 a.m. because a private stole an M50 and got caught using it as a wearable bong, or because a specialist brought 2 female hookers back to the barracks to share with his squad mates. I'm tired of these fucking try-hard hoo-ah fuckers. WHO think the only reason for living is to train, sleep, train, sleep, train, sleep. I miss my infantry buddies. I wish I'd never been promoted. Be me, had ice magic since I was a wee lad. Would practice in secret at the forest lake every afternoon for 10 years away from the Barrens Rangers' prying eyes. I can now create and launch lance-sized ice spikes and freeze a quarter-acre of forest. I don't dare to poach deer, I can get flogged for that when I carry it into town. One day I get caught by the local baron and his retinue returning from a hunting trip. He's not angry, thankfully, but surprisingly intrigued. I offer to build a chest of ice to preserve the extra deer he shot. He accepts, but tells me to meet him at his castle the next day. Our king has declared war, we are marching out tomorrow and you are joining us. Fuck yeah, I have dreamed of doing this since I was a child. The glory of battle awaits me. Stuck in a monotonous hell, day in and day out of nothing but food preservation, freezing muddy roads, and bridging lakes and rivers for the carts in the logistics train. Lads, I'm bored, I don't want to do this anymore. Please tell me it gets better. How do I get out of this? What other magic specialization should I have chosen?